So here we have the Ford Mondeo Titanium Power Shift, so that's the automatic version, on a 66 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. As you can see from the outside, it's got alloy wheels, tinted windows and 5 doors. It is the estate version, so let's start off inside the boot and we can work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors and those lovely twin exhausts. It goes one stage beyond reversing sensors. We've got a reversing camera and this car can park itself, but I'll talk about that more when I'm inside the car. Plenty of boot space, and as you can see, a 60/40 split folding rear seat as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it really does look fantastic in white with the body kit and those alloys, and it's in wonderful condition as well. So let's hop in and run through some controls now. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. Not only do you have full leather seats, but they are electric, as you can see. There's plenty of other bits to run through on the dashboard, including the rear camera. So let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we've got the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. In the middle, you'll see the total miles for this car, which are 16,469. Directly beneath that, it will show you what gear the car is currently in, and directly above it, we have a trip computer that's currently displaying a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change the information that's displayed up there by using the arrows on the steering wheel. So the arrows on the right-hand side of the steering wheel will access this central menu, and you can change things like you can look into your phone menu, satellite navigation, what radio station you're listening to, for example. The menu on the left-hand side, just here, which is a trip computer information, is changeable using the buttons on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. So you can change trip computer, you can look at fuel economy, for example, loads and loads of different bits of information. Backing out to the steering wheel, the arrows I was talking about just then are here and here for the right and left-hand side trip computers. We've got cruise control and speed limiter, stereo controls and voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial someone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you. Directly behind the steering wheel, we've got these, you see a minus and plus pedal on the opposite side. That's so that you can change gears manually should you wish to. Over in the center here is where you would pair up your phone. So it's all touchscreen. It's connect to phone, you'd hit connect to phone and follow the instructions from there. When it comes to music, you can see this car's got DAB radio, but on top of that we've got FM and AM radio, a CD player, and you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. And this car has got USB inputs, so if you connect a memory stick, for example, with music on it, you'll have extra boxes there for USB as well. We can go back a page from up here, and at the top, this car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video on exactly how this satellite navigation works on our Facebook page, which is well worth checking out. We've also got a reversing camera, which I mentioned when we were on the outside of the car. So if I pop the car in reverse, you can see the image from of the rear of the car there. It's also got guidelines shown so that you can see what direction the car is headed in relation to the image you see behind you. This car, on top of front and rear sensors and the rear camera, also has the ability to park itself as well. And again, there's a video on our Facebook page about that, which I would highly recommend watching. And there's a button that actually turns the system on, which I'll show you in a moment. Just working our way down, we've got the CD player and the volume for the stereo, and then we've got dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature on the left and right hand sides of the car, and it will show you up here what temperature you've adjusted it to. And then simply hit AC to turn the air conditioning on, and you can adjust the fan speeds up and down from here. For the winter, which we're also obviously coming into now, we've got heated driver and passenger seats, a heated front screen, and obviously the heated rear screen just there as well. Excuse me. Beneath the gears, or beneath the climate control, we've got a 12-volt charging socket underneath this cap here. The fully automatic gearbox, and then we've got a few buttons to the right-hand side of it. This will turn on the front parking sensors. This turns off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can turn that off should you wish to. And this is the button for the self-parking. So if I push that button up on the screen, it will show you that at the moment the car is looking to parallel park, and it'll ask you what side of the car you want to look for a space on, and use the indicator to select what side you're looking for a space on. Similarly, you can, so that's parallel parking there, you can select to park perpendicular park. Again, there is a full video on this on our Facebook page, which I would highly recommend watching. We've got an electronic handbrake just to the left hand side of the gearbox, and then in the central armrest, 2 USB inputs. I'm going to finish this video by talking about the panoramic sunroof on the car. As you can see, the blind is shut at the moment. There are buttons just up here to open up the blind, first of all. So one push of the button will open it all the way to the middle, and then the second push will take it right the way to the rear of the car. You can stop there if you just like the idea of letting light in the car, but on top of that, this car does have the sunroof section that opens up at the front there. So not only will it let in light, but a huge amount of air as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.